Tonight, a remarkable story, how one mother faced with the ultimate challenge just wouldn't give up.
Doctors told her son was mentally disabled and had severe autism, but Cheri Florance just had to reach her son. The night team's Maria Durant has the inspiring story.
Whitney Conway is not the star of his upcoming school play at Bishop Watterson. But the fact that he's on stage at all is truly amazing.
I overcame it with work and, just sweat and just time.
What he overcame was nothing short than a miracle, and it led to a medical breakthrough discovered by his mom. You see, Whitney started life pretty much in the dark.
He didn't play with other people. He didn't react to sounds. It was hard for him to assimilate. He didn't talk till he was 6. It was horrible. There were many nights I fell asleep crying and woke up crying.
Whitney was born with his umbilical cord wrapped around his neck. By the time he was 1, doctors diagnosed him with severe autism. They said he was deaf and a mute.
You could scream in his ear, he couldn't hear anything.
Despite what the doctors told Cheri, she saw something in her son that no one else did. Signs of real intelligence. When he was 1, he dismantled a hotel's entertainment center. And that's not all.
He dismantled the door locks that were child-proofed. He got on the elevator, went down to the 2nd floor, found his way to the kitchen, got something to drink. He worked up an appetite and a thirst from doing all this work in the Hyatt Hotel, and took off his clothes and fell asleep.
As a therapist, Cheri helped many children overcome speech and hearing problems, but her own son was her toughest challenge.
So I started getting the logos of everything that he knew, like McDonald's or Wendy's or Kroger's or places that we would go all the time, and cutting them out and trying to teach him that that's where you're going to get some French fries, Wendy's.
Whitney's visual intelligence, it turned out, was off the charts. So through her method, Cheri taught him to read, write, and talk. Here she shows me an example of her therapy.
Very good. And bond.
At an office Halloween party, Whitney had his breakthrough.
And when they got back, Whitney said, "Hi, Dr. Florance." And then his teacher said, "Why didn't he call you Mom?" Well, we never heard him talk at all, so we were really happy. I mean, I didn't care what he called me.
And he's never stopped talking or trying new things. He plays football in high school, he wrestles, and he loves to perform. A far cry from where he began, thanks to the persistence of his mother.
If I didn't have my mom, I would still be the same autistic kid that I was.
Whitney knows how lucky he is.
I pretty much have like a privileged life. Whenever I'm down, I'm just like, oh, well, I conquered autism, which nobody else has. I can conquer anything else.
His latest triumph, this book with his mom, The Maverick Mind, a story of hope and determination.
When they just see that, I'm such a success story, not to really give up on their child, even though that it may seem like the most bleak moment in their whole entire life. I'm just a living testament that an autistic kid could make it.
Now, since her medical breakthrough with Whitney, Dr. Florance has used her method to help hundreds of children and adults. To read the entire story on Whitney, check out The Maverick Mind. It will steal your heart away. For Columbus's News Center, I'm Maria Durant.